So I'm driving to work and I just can't shake the emotions right now from how frustrating it is, the stigma that I'm treated with when I speak freely. I'm so tired of always having to watch my mouth and edit my life and hide my story. Um, Even with the people that are very close to me, that support me in their hearts and in, I don't know, I don't want to say in reality, but what's happening is, they want to support me, they try to support me, they hope to support me, they say they support me, but then I'm too real, I'm too intense, I'm too much, I'm too raw when I just, say it like it is, like, oh, this is what I'm struggling with today, or this is what's happening, or here's the cause and here's the effect of something, or, this is what resulted from that, or whatever. And I'm literally just speaking my truth about my own life. And it's like people go back and forth between telling me, just freezing in their tracks, cold silence, like ghosting me, no response, to actually saying, you're too much, you need to tone it down a little bit, you can't be that real with people. And then, but on the other hand, everybody's always saying, oh, just be yourself, just be true to yourself, just be your authentic self, just tell your story, just be vulnerable and open with strangers or family members or friends. And nobody can handle me, nobody can handle my truth, nobody can handle my story. And it would be really nice, well, there's Nikki, she can, and Ashley. But besides Nikki and Ashley, pretty much everybody just cold shuts down when I try to tell my truth. And then they turn around and say that the solution is just be yourself. Like, I'm sorry, but when you grow up with disassociation from early childhood, there is no self. That's the problem. That's what I'm doing here. That's the point of the healing process, is to discover and create and build a self, an identity, a unified, cohesive, integrated identity, instead of fragmented, segmented, separate parts of self. That's the whole problem with dissociative identity disorder, is you are compartmentalized in your brain on such a deep level. For me, since always, I think for everybody since always, I'm pretty sure in order to get diagnosed with DID, it has to begin between ages 3 and 5. And so, things like sense of identity, personality, memories, sensory perception of the world around you, interpretation of that sensory input and all of that is disconnected. There's a disconnection somewhere between mind and body and time. And unfamiliar things can seem familiar, and unfamiliar people can seem familiar. And there's blurry lines between who I am and who you are. And if I see another woman talking, I might be like, wow, that's me talking. I mean, it's the most surreal thing ever. I can't even put it into words. If you haven't been through it, you can't understand it. And when I try to say oh yeah, this happened to me, or this happened to me last week, or this happened to me 10 years ago, everybody's like, oh my God, don't tell me more. I can't handle you. You're too much. And then I'm like, hey, I'm having trouble connecting with people. What can I do differently? And they're like, just be yourself.